you send off for your kits. You can order as many or as little as you like. When you order them, we use MDS Australia, which is this company here. I think it might be freezing up a little bit. There we go. Alrighty, we're back on track. Sorry about that, guys. So we use MDS Australia for all our DNA sexing. It's a reasonable price, and you get the results back quite quickly, usually within a week, sometimes 2 weeks. It depends on their workload. This time of year, a lot of DNA sexing places are obviously very busy, so you just got to be a little bit more patient and waiting for results and things like that. So in your kit, you'll get all your little test tubes, which carries the blood. Obviously, that you send these off once you've tested all the birds off to the lab, back to MDS, and then they test them to see the sex of the bird. Also in the kit, you'll also get some of these needles, which you will prick the bird with to get the blood out of the bird, and then also as well, you'll get some stickers to put onto the parcel that you send back to MDS. You can send back to MDS by just regular post. You can't use an envelope. You've got to use actually a post bag. We use overnight, so then we're not sort of having any delay in sort of getting results. The results are really nice and fresh then as well. And then also in the kit, if you don't want to do your stuff online, they do give you a little sheet that you can sort of fill out and send back with all your tests that you've done. So I'll move to the side. Really important that you have a really clean workspace, and then obviously that you've cleaned your hands properly. Obviously we use F10 SC, really good disinfectant. You need to be spraying your hands and cleaning your hands in between each bird. You don't want any sort of cross contamination between birds, otherwise your results aren't going to be accurate. You need to make sure your test results are accurate, because some people rely on it, especially if they're going to be using birds for breeding and things. And MDS are pretty accurate, and they will tell you if you've stuffed up. So, g'day Margarita. G'day to anyone just joining in us. We are going to do some DNA sexing first up tonight with some of our baby cockatiels. I am going to go ahead and grab one right now. Before I grab the bird that I'm going to test, I'll open up our test thing here. So we have everything absolutely ready. You want to reduce the stress on the bird before you doing the test. So you need to make sure that you're 100% ready. Get that out of there. It's probably a bit tight. There we go. So get that out. I usually have it lying and a little bit out, still with the cover on. If you prick yourself with this, you need to throw it away and start again. Obviously, because the results are just going to come back as a male. I'm a boy. So the tests aren't going to be correct. Then also you have this little tube. In this little tube is a little piece of paper. So when you prick the bird, you'll dab this little piece of paper onto the blood. It collects the blood. Hope you guys can see that there. But you cannot touch the end of it. You cannot. You try and avoid touching, even halfway down. You definitely don't want to touch any of the bit where you're putting the blood. Sorry. And then on the outside here, you'd write the leg ring or identification number or whatever you like that you're going to use to identify the bird. Obviously, we use leg rings, so then there's no way of stuffing it up, if that makes sense. And then when people buy the birds, they know what leg ring it is. They know they'll get their little test results that will say the sex of the bird on there. So I actually go ahead and actually open this just a little bit and have it. So when I get the blood going on the bird, I can easily get it out and dab it on there. I'm going to go ahead and grab a bird now. Go. Come on, buddy. Wait a few seconds for the blood to come out. So it's just like a diabetes test. You're just waiting for it to get this that small little tiny bit of blood. There we go, that's enough blood. So on your thing you have one side, and then one side that's coloured, one side that's not. All you're going to do is dab that coloured side just on the blood. Try and get as much as you can onto the little test pad. There we go, it's really starting to come through now. Sometimes you just got to leave it for a few extra minutes for that blood to come through. Some people think that they do bleed a lot, but they don't. Sometimes they will bleed. If it's hot, they'll definitely, the blood will run a bit thinner. But if it's a bit cool like tonight, sometimes it can be a little bit harder. There we go. That's DNA sexing, so that you can see the blood on there. Should be able to see it on the end there. I need 3 hands. You learn how to do it yourself very easily. You can get someone to help you if you like. I usually don't have many problems doing it myself. There we go. He's happy. He's not too bothered by it. The bleeding stops usually pretty quickly, so there's no problems there. Hey, buddy. How was that? Hey. He's not bothered at all. Pop him up on my shoulder. There we go. So we have our test overall right. His leg ring number on there, which is, I will make sure is 100% correct. $298. There we go. So now that's done, we will actually put that, we use MDS online. We'll actually put that into the computer, and then when they get the test results, they match them up. And that is DNA sexing.